Good morning, guys. The time is now 6:25 and we just got to the first field. We are hoping to spray the last 400 acres today before the rain comes, so hopefully we can knock it out.
Wish us luck.
Today's breakfast is brought to you by Cosmic Brownies.
Did you bring me one?
Cosmic Brownies. We have one more sprayer load left in the truck, so we got Goober here in the 6-wheeler, and he's just bringing us more fertilizer. That way we're more time efficient. Full from Goober, so we're about halfway full in our truck. Probably got 2 more loads and then we'll be out, so hopefully Goober can go refill and maybe try to beat him back here.
Gonna take me 10 minutes.
Morning, everybody. I'm gonna take this STX 430. I'm gonna take it out and do some inline ripping this morning. Supposed to get a pretty good rain event, so we're gonna try to get as much done as we can today. Took to a Case IH 2500. This ripper's on 30-inch spacing. We got it hooked to a Great Plains Caddy because this tractor don't have a 3-point hitch. The only 8-wheeler we got this got a 3-point hitch is a 9400, and Goober's using it to work around, so Caddy works out pretty handy for that. We can hook it to any of them for that matter, you know. Any of the 3 8-wheelers is the only thing that's going to pull this dude. We'll get her fired up, get her warmed up because it's cold out here, and throw some fuel in her and get out in the field, and we'll show you what we're doing.
Hey guys, I just got back to the farm. It is now 7:47. It's a long day, but we finally finished the last 400 acres of wheat, so that feels pretty great. Got that done before the rain came, so that's always a good thing.
We got the 2 inches of rain that we were anticipating, but didn't really want. So we're back in the shop probably for a couple of days because they're hauling rain on Wednesday again. So we got this nurse trailer done. The truck had an air leak on the range splitter, so we got that figured. Unfortunately, we weren't able to use it to finish the week. We ended up running the 6-wheeler and the 10-wheeler. That way they could finish up wheat at a timely matter before the rain came. So, but we got the wheat sprayed. That's a good thing. We got some ripping done before the rain. Today we were gonna get the corn planter out, start working on it, but I forgot that the tar man's coming today. Tar guys came, they put four new tires across the front of it. We had them from Polish Combine. 5140 had tires on it when he bought it, and then put tracks on it in fall of 2020. So these tires has been sitting in the building, and these tires that were on this tractor was getting in pretty bad shape. So we got them switched around, and the rims that came off were combine rims. So Jade and I were gonna put these rims on pallets and put them in the barn and save them because they'll still work for the 5150 combine. Come on. You're going slow enough.
Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Raise it up. That really didn't work as bad as I thought it was going to be. A good, cautious forklift operator. What did you do?
It worked every other time.
What are you laughing at? Pick it up. What are you gonna put them there for? We gotta move them tires first. That's good, that's good, that's good. You gonna get that other set?
Yeah.
Okay. corn planter in the shop finally. Got that 2 inches of rain, so we're trying to find something to do. We're gonna get after going through this thing. It's a 16 row 1770 NT John Deere corn planter. We got it in here, we're gonna get it unfolded. We gotta put the fertilizer pump on it. We take that off every year so it don't freeze in the shop when we winterize it. So we don't winterize the pump, we just take it off, blow air through everything else, get all the water out. We gotta go through gauge wheels and make sure gauge wheels are right as far as bushings, and make sure they got the correct tolerance between the seed opener discs, and go through the fertilizer opener discs. And last year we did a bunch of work to this thing. We did all seed openers and all the closing wheel bushings. There shouldn't be a whole lot to do to it, but we're gonna get it unfolded and get after it. Well, we got a loose wheel here. Ain't no good. We're gonna pull her apart here and see what we gotta do to make it right. We got a disc. That one's really BAD. BAD's bad. These are on the right-hand side of the planter. They're right-handed threads. If we was on the other side of the planter, this bolt would be left-handed threads. Ask me how I know. They still got a pretty good edge on them, so I don't think we're gonna change no blades. Let's get this wheel tore apart here, get a new bearing put in, and then we'll tear that disc down, and then it'll be lunchtime for that matter. Good news and bad news. We don't have this bearing, but Taylor Messick does, and that's why we fool with Taylor Messick, because they have all this stuff. We'll send somebody down and get that. But we do have the parts to do the blade. So we're gonna take the other side apart, the one that we need to do the blade on, and we're gonna get that put together. It's almost lunchtime. You ain't messing up my lunch. Get the blade out of the way. Inside of this cover, got a little wheel here. Make sure that it's moving good. And see, these sides rotates. So the plate goes like that, and it goes inside of here. Seed corn is in the box. The seed corn comes out of the box down here. It just kind of gravity feeds into there. There's a tube here, a vacuum tube, which pulls against the plate. Shows this disc is in there. The disc is turning. See how that wheel goes into each one? So there's different wheels for different plates. We've had these wheels wear out to the point where they're so loose in this cover that it doesn't go in the plate right. And you got doubles and triples. If you get real small corn seed for some reason, it just won't go to the seed tube. Put your plate back on. Let it go in there a certain way. See how that turns. As this seed disc is coming around with the corn in the back side, this little wheel is poking each one. The seeds fell down through here, falls down in that seed tube behind these blades here. But that's pretty well how a seed meter works. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I missed something. The fertilized row, that applies the fertilizer to the corn. You got the no-till coater there. That kind of opens the ground, kind of softens the ground for the double disc openers, which the seed falls in between. You got your gauge wheels that regulate the depth of your seed. Then you got your closing wheels that just take that open trench and just gently tighten it up. Farmers that are watching this, I know this is redundant. You guys know this, but there's a lot of people that don't know what actually goes in to putting a piece of corn beans, potatoes, peas, whatever crop you're growing. People don't get it. They just think we get in these big fancy machines and unfold them and ride all day and then complain about having to ride all day. It's more to it than that. I'd say 10% of our time here is in the cabs of these machines. But there's a lot to it. You make sure that you got these set right, because like there, very little pressure. You come all the way here, it takes a decent amount more pressure to pick that up. In winter storage, we leave them loose, so you ain't wearing on that spring. It's no different than holding your leg somewhere for so long. That dang leg gets tired. Your leg gets tired, you don't want to hold your leg there no more. You know, you want everything comfortable and relaxed all winter. The more relaxed it is, the better off it's going to do for you. That's the way I look at it. You can look at it a different way, it doesn't matter. You hope in 7 days you can go out there and dig around and you got corn coming out of the ground.
This is one we haven't done yet. You can see where the tooth is on top. And this is one we've already done. Now it's down 1 notch, since the blades are a little bit worn.
You gotta adjust these gauge wheels so they're just hardly making contact with the double disc openers. Keep mud and stuff from getting in the back side in here. Wait till we gotta do the beam planter. There's 62 of them.
We got the pump all hooked up. It's just these 3 things, so it's pretty simple. And we got it bolted all down and the chain on, so.
Chain drive for the win.
Woo!
Set hosed there. So the main purpose of these valves that we just installed, if we have a leak on any of these valves and we're on the row unit itself, whatever the reason, we can shut this off and not waste oodles of fertilizer. The less waste, the better. We're nearing the end of working on the corn planter. We got to check the wheel bearings in it. We're going to take these boards over. Normally carry both at the same time. Got to carry you guys. Well, the wing wheel's checked out and had no issues there. I'm gonna scoot this thing over, draw some water out of that 6-wheeler there. Make sure this fertilizer ain't got no leak. Just one of them days that keeps on giving. I thought the 6-wheeler had water in it. I overlooked that. I guess we're gonna fill the tractor with the garden hose. Hope that tomorrow's better than today.
Almost 200 gallons.
Yeah, if we got 200 gallons, we'll get it unhooked and get it folded up and get it outside and make sure everything's gonna work. Got a leak. That's why we're doing this. Just water. Try it again. The fertilizer system checked out. We got it all primed up. We got all of our rows about the same. Got all the air out of that Surefire system. Fixed the one little leak. Make sure these row markers are alternating. He's got a manual setup if he wants to flip it from left to right, or an automatic setup. The right one goes out, plants that pass, number 1 and 2 back together. Neutral, number 1 down, and number 2 down. The left marker goes out. Planter checks out, got that all done. Everything works the way we want it to, so it'll be about another month or so before we're actually running this planter, but at least it's all ready to go. We'll see you on the next video.